Yo, what's good, everybody? We're continuing our trend of recording tier list videos right now. Next up, we got the infielders. And originally, I was gonna make it a giant list of 20 different infielders at various positions, but instead I decided to kind of just break it down to each position's top 5. If you like this sort of content, please give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel, it helps out immensely. We used only primary positions for this list because if we were using secondary positions, it would pretty much be Hank Aaron at the top of every single list. There's only one exception to that rule because I felt like this player's secondary position was actually their best position. We're starting with our first baseman, and coming in at number 5, we got David Ortiz. He has absolutely no redeeming qualities on defense. However, that swing is so sweet. He absolutely destroys right-handed pitching. He even does well against lefties. David Ortiz is a free card, so it is really nice. We had to slot him in at number 5, but if I'm being totally truthful, David Ortiz probably takes a back seat to certain guys with secondary positions. Our number 4 first baseman kind of surprised me a little bit, but it's got to be Willie Mccovey. Again, Willie Mccovey doesn't have great defense, but it's significantly better than David Ortiz, and Willie Mccovey has an absolutely incredible swing. He demolishes right-handed pitching. He's basically an upgraded version of that David Ortiz card. He's faster, better defense, and honestly, all in all, a better hitter. Number 3 on the list of first baseman is gonna be Lou Gehrig. He has maxed out contact versus righties. He's got 105 power versus righties, and then he can hold his own versus lefties with 102 contact and 112 power. Lou Gehrig is a pretty damn good defender as well, and he's got 61 speed, which may very well be the fastest first baseman on this list. Our number 2 first baseman is the AL collection reward. It is MVP Frank Thomas. I honestly thought that he was gonna be the number 1 first baseman. He has 114 contact right, 110 contact left, 110 power right, and 125 power left. His 114 vision means that he pretty much fouls off anything and everything. He has no defense, but we don't really care about defense in terms of being a first baseman. Frank Thomas has been one of the best hitting cards all year, and he comes in at number 2. Our number 1 first baseman in the entire game is that brand new Legends of the Franchise Prince Fielder card. 114 contact right, 108 contact left, max power versus righties, and 120 power versus lefties. Hitting stats are reminiscent of a left-handed version of that Frank Thomas card. The only thing is, Prince Fielder somehow has more power, and Prince Fielder also has better defense. Where we don't necessarily care about first baseman defense, it's still nice to have 78 fielding and 75 reaction over there, and 51 speed is pretty damn good for a first baseman. Prince Fielder is undoubtedly the number 1 first baseman in the game at this moment in time. We're moving on to second baseman, and coming in at number 5 is gonna be the switch hitting Brian Roberts. He's got maxed out contact versus right and 100 contact versus left. 87 power right and 82 power left are what's gonna keep him on the low end of this list. He does have incredible fielding stats. He does have a ton of speed, but honestly, you're gonna see that most of the second basemen on this list are going to have great fielding and great speed. The thing that holds Brian Roberts back is his power. Our number 4 first baseman is that retro finest Robinson Cano card. A left-handed second baseman with max contact versus right and 106 contact versus left. And then he's got 92 power right, which plays perfectly fine, and 114 power left. He's also got 99 fielding, 99 reaction, and an 83 arm over there at second base. 63 speed is a little bit of a knock on him. The rest of the second basemen on this list are going to be a lot faster. All in all, this Robinson Cano card is one of the best second basemen in the game. Coming in at number 3 is going to be Chase Utley, but I gotta give a little bit of a warning. Chase Utley literally came out today as of the recording, so I have yet to use him, but his 97 card was absolutely insane. He was my second baseman for like the first 3 months. I really heavily debated slotting him in at the number 2 spot. It's gonna be really close between Chase Utley and the guy who's sitting at number 2. Utley has 99 fielding, 99 reaction, 85 arm. He's got 75 speed, and he's got well-rounded hitting stats. Chase Utley is a beast. Coming in at number 2, who just slightly edged out Chase Utley, is gonna be Jackie Robinson. 99 speed, 91 fielding, 94 reaction. Jackie can kind of do it all on the base paths in the field. The reason that I gave him the edge over Chase Utley is because although Utley has better power than Jackie, Jackie has significantly better contact. He's got a good 15 to 20 points higher in contact versus both righties and lefties. Contact is such an important factor once you reach the Hall of Fame level or above. I think it's more important that Jackie has maxed out contact than Chase Utley has a slight uptick in power over him. And our number 1 second baseman is Mookie Bets. Like I said, there was only one secondary position on this list, and that was Mookie Bets. Now, Mookie is a fantastic right fielder. You could really put him in the outfield. You could put him in center, right, or left. It doesn't matter. I just kind of feel like Mookie's best position is second base because of the lack of other options that we've really had in this game. He's got 105 contact right, 125 contact left, 111 power right, and 112 power left. Maxed out fielding in all 4 categories and 74 speed. The most important part about the Mookie Betts card is, of course, those active quirks. Dead red, homebody, day player, rally monkey, breaking ball hitter, fighter. Mookie Betts has a ton of active quirks. It just increases his already incredible attributes. I didn't want to include secondary positions on any of these lists, but it would be irrefutably wrong if Mookie Betts was not included on a top 5 second baseman list in this game right now. We're moving on to shortstops, and coming in at number 5 is Cal Ripken Jr. Maxed out fielding stats, 71 speed. He's got over 115 contact versus both righties and lefties. Plus, he's got power in the 90s. Ripken's one of those cards that kind of gets slept on. At number 4, we got future stars Anthony Volpe. He's a more well-rounded card than Ripken. He's got more speed. He's got slightly less defense, but still diamond defense nonetheless. His power numbers are better, and his contact numbers are slightly less. One of the big knocks on Cal Ripken is that some people don't like his swing. Well, I have not heard a single complaint about Volpe's swing. Coming in at number 3 is an absolute shocker. It is Alan Schrammel. Schrammel has diamond defense. He's got 93 fielding, 87 reaction, and an 83 arm. Plus, he's got well-rounded speed stats, 70 speed, 80 stealing. His base card starts with 116 contact versus right and maxed out contact versus left. His power numbers are 93 and 100 respectively. Alan Schrammel is a really great card, especially at such a shallow position right now. Our number 2 shortstop is Ernie Banks. Ernie has 104 contact versus right, 125 contact left, 122 power right, and 104 power left. He has some of the most well-balanced hitting stats in the entire game, plus diamond defense, 97 fielding, 86 arm, and a 94 reaction. Ernie Banks is just an incredibly well-rounded shortstop. Some people do have a little bit of an issue with his swing, but others really like it. Ernie Banks is the obvious number 2 shortstop in the game. And in probably the least surprising news of this entire tier list is gonna be Jimmy Rollins as the number 1 shortstop. He is the latest collection in MLB The Show 22. He is a switch hitting shortstop with 116 contact versus right and maxed out contact left. Then he has 102 power right and 103 power left. Diamond defense 96, 96, 91, 93, and then completely maxed out speed stats. What more can you really say about Jimmy Rollins? An underrated part of his card is that 120 vision, so he's gonna be fouling things off, and just being a switch hitter gives him a ton more value. And the last position that we're talking about today is the third baseman, which is probably the most stacked position in the entire game right now. At number 5, we got Josh Donaldson, who has really well-rounded hitting stats. He can hit for power, he can hit for contact, he has diamond defense, he's got 88 fielding and 94 reaction. He doesn't have much speed, but all in all, Josh Donaldson is a very good card, and we got him at 5 on the third baseman list. At number 4 is Chipper Jones. That Silver Slugger card is incredible. He is, of course, a switch hitter, and you know we love that. He doesn't have great defense. He has mediocre speed, but it's his hitting numbers that really get him on the board, especially his 125 contact versus left and his 113 power versus left. Of course, 111 contact right and 104 power right are also really great numbers. Chipper Jones is a well-balanced card with switch hitting. We love him at number 4. And the number 3 third baseman is that brand new Legends of the franchise, Edgar Martinez. Maxed out contact versus righties and lefties, 106 power right, 114 power left. He's got pretty much the same defense as Chipper Jones with slightly less speed. Edgar Martinez's swing is a fan favorite. He is a filthy card. The number 2 third baseman on this list is Player of the Month Lightning card, Austin Riley. 117 contact right, 124 contact left, 106 power right, and 113 power left. You can't ask for better hitting stats. Plus, diamond defense, 88 fielding, 89 reaction, 94 arm, and he even has 73 speed, which is pretty damn good for a third baseman. A big positive for Austin Riley is going to be these active quirks: Road Warrior, Unfazed, First Pitch Hitter, Day Player, Breaking Ball Hitter, Rally Monkey, and Fighter. Austin Riley is stacked to the 9s between his attributes and his quirks. And the number 1 third baseman, I'm sure you guessed it, it is Collection George Brett, that retro finest card. What can we really say about him that hasn't been said in the past? Diamond defense, max contact versus righties and lefties, incredible power with 115 and 101 at Superfractor, and he even has 79 speed. George Brett does it all. Still one of the best cards in this entire game. So those are our top 5 rankings at each infield position. Let me know in the comment section below, how do you feel about the rankings? Do you disagree with some of them? Do you think I should have had somebody in place of one of those guys? I appreciate you guys watching. I'll catch you on the next video.